What's happening, everyone? Making it fancy here with my Black Ops 2 multiplayer trailer reveal analysis. That is a lot of words. Let's get right into it. So jumping right into it, we see that there's a class right in the middle of nowhere, just waiting for us to pick and pull at. So what they're doing in Black Ops 2 is they're letting you use 10 slots of anything. You could have 2 primary weapons, you could have 6 perks, 1 secondary, 1 like a knife, Semtex, just whatever adds up to 10. And I think that is a great idea. I mean, you're not limited to just 3 perks set up in like 3 different tiers. You can do your your possibilities are astronomical. It's awesome. So in this setup, he's using 3 different perks from 1 in each tier, and you can see that Semtex are coming back, which is cool. I love using Semtex. And below the Semtex is actually coming up in a second. I'll talk about it then. And if you look at the pistol, there's an attachment underneath it, which appears to be the knife, like the tactical knife in Modern Warfare 2 and 3. And I'll talk about the primary weapon later on in the video. And coming up on the screen right now, it's just the normal minimap. I mean, nothing's really changed from what I can tell. So up on the screen right now is the new shock charge equipment, and it's pretty cool. You'll see what it does in a second. So as you can see, this thing is pretty cool. It seems to give the same effect as a flashbang. They're covering their eyes. You can't really tell if they're moving slower like a stun grenade, but it definitely messes their vision up like a flashbang. So in this upcoming class, there really isn't anything different from what you see in Modern Warfare 3 or Modern Warfare 2. But when I zoom in at the bottom left corner, there's this little like figure, and I'm completely stumped on what it is. T. Martin had some ideas on what it was, and they seemed pretty sound, so I don't know, whatever his idea was could be right, I'm not sure. So as I zoom in on this guy's sight, you will see off to the right side there's like this kind of glowing mass that almost looks like the shape of a body, but you can't really make it out here. So could this possibly be something that looks through walls? And that would be a yes. You can see through walls with this specific sight, and I think it'll be pretty balanced, because if you look back, it'll actually do a wave before it hits them, so there's always a delay between it's almost like a UAV. But and you also have to look down sight to even see through the walls. You can't, it's not like these goggles you put on, so I think it'll be pretty balanced. Oh, come on, we all knew Dolphin Diving was going to come back. So in this next class, the guys decided to use 2 perks, one from the top and one from the middle tier. Bouncing Betties are coming back, the ones from Modern Warfare 3. And the one below it almost looks like an EMP grenade, not necessarily a flash or a stun, and he has 2 of those. The LMG he's using has a hybrid sight and FMJ, and the secondary just has a pistol on it. And look at this thing. This is actually a sonic blaster. It's already used in the military as a weapon. I'm going to put a picture up in the top right. And yeah, it just disorients the enemy. It looks like it does both the effects of a stun and flashbang, which could be pretty useful on a choke point like this bridge right here. In this class, you'll see that there is 3 perks, 1 in the top tier and 2 in the middle tier. I have no idea what the first equipment is, I'm sorry, but the second one looks like a motion tracker from Black Ops 1. And as you can see, he's called Fly Swatter. He has a stinger or a variation of the stinger as a secondary. Then you have another one of those guys down in the bottom. So this is one of the new kill streaks in Black Ops 2. It's a quad rotor that you can fly around, maneuver around stuff, and just mow people down. It looks like a really cool kill streak. So the name of it is actually the Dragonfire. And he shot it down so fast, it almost makes me think that this is going to be a low kill streak, maybe a 5 or a 6. just because of how fast he shot it down. So this is what the Dragonfire will actually look like when you're in it, and as you can see coming up, it just mows people down, like I said earlier. I want you to see how the Dragonfire crashes. It's actually a really cool animation. Right here you get to see that Black Ops 2 will have riot shields, and there actually aren't normal riot shields. So right here, he actually planted it in the ground, kind of like in Gears of War, where you can plant a shield down and actually take cover behind it. And in this, you can head glitch through it, which I don't know how overpowered this will be, but it'll be interesting. So this is one of the new sights on Black Ops 2, and as you can tell, there is absolutely no peripheral vision. It's just a straight tunnel right down the view sight. And you do get the advantage that you get to see at least 3 people on the map at once, and they have those little red diamonds around them. So this guy is actually a kill streak that you unlock, I'm guessing at a pretty high kill streak. And basically it's just a robot that you get to walk around and shoot people with. That's pretty much what it does. It appears to have pretty high caliber cannons, and it looks like it has some missiles in the bottom left too. So props go out to Only Use Me Blade on this one. They actually named the class Mostly Use Me Blade in his honor, I'm guessing. And in this one, he's actually using 6 perks, 2 in each tier. He's using no primary weapon, 1 secondary, he's using a revolver, and he has 3 of those little guys down in the bottom again, whether it be armor, personalized stuff, whatever it is, I don't know. But this also brings up that panic knifing could be over, because he actually switches to his knife and runs around with it, so this could actually be the end of panic knifing. And if that's true, I'm actually really happy. I can't tell you how many times I've been panic knifed, and yes, I panic knife at times too, but it just gets annoying after a while. Oh my god, Tomahawks are back! I am so excited for Tomahawks again. I mean, I assumed that they were going to come back, but I am really glad they are. This class is actually really interesting because there's absolutely no equipment, 2 perks, but he has 2 primary weapons, each with 2 attachments. He also has 2 of those little guys down there. Again, you can go watch T-Mart's video, and he kind of gives a rough explanation of what it might be. Whoa, 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 whoa. Quick scoping in Black Ops? I have to watch this again. Well, whether you like it or not, quick scoping is coming back in Black Ops 2. Black Ops really didn't have it. It almost seemed like Treyarch was really opposed to it. This is the secondary sniper that the guy was using, and as you can obviously see, it has no scope. And this is the first time they've done that since World at War. In World at War, you had your bolt action rifle, and then you earned the sniper scope. So it'll be interesting to see what they actually do with this, and you know he got a quad feed with it. When I zoom in on this, you can see in the middle left, it says lat and lon, which is latitude and longitude for coordinates. So I'm guessing this is a tactical insertion, and it, I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I'm pretty confident that this is a tech insert. This is actually the last class that they're going to showcase in this trailer, and it has 2 top tier perks, 1 bottom tier, no middle, that thing that I can't identify as the first equipment, a tac insert, and then it has that little guy in the bottom left corner again. And would you look at that, C4 is back. You know White Boy is going to be just running around the maps, chucking these around, you know, just become a gold medal champion. When I first saw this, I almost thought it was just, I didn't think it was birds, but I thought it was maybe just these random drones that were flying around, and you'll see one of them actually dive bombs into a guy, so I was just thinking that these things were just flying around and they would randomly crash in the map and just kill someone. But props to T-Mart again, he he actually found out that this is actually a kill streak, and it seems like a pretty badass kill streak, to be honest. You get I don't know if you get to control each one or you get a select few, and you just get to dive bomb people, I guess. Oh, I forgot to mention that this is actually going to be the highest kill streak. It is going to be, most likely it'll be in the 15 range. It could be maybe one less, one above, but seeing this is how many are actually in the air, if you get to control every single one of them, it has to be a high kill streak. So, I mean, it could not be a 11 kill streak. It couldn't be a 10. It would have to be up in that 15, 16 range, or else it would just be totally overpowered.
Final moments of this multi-team team deathmatch. Great vertical positioning here. Spots two players. Tosses out one shock charge and a second. Can he get them both? Takes out DJ Von. Smokes Macus with the double kill. Holy sh!
So as you heard there's going to be multi-team team deathmatch in Black Ops 2, and it'll probably be pretty good. And I wanted to point out in the bottom left-hand corner, it shows spectating militia in that little box, and it shows the team logo. And if you go back up to the top, it shows the militia, the same logo, in third place, down by 1.
Tosses out one shock charge and a second. Can he get them both? Takes out DJ Von.
So I stopped it as soon as he got that second kill, and you can now see that they are in first place, up by 1. So I just thought it was kind of neat that the militia is actually confirmed as that logo. I couldn't figure out any of the others, but militia was actually shown in this. So right now I'm going to be actually going backwards, and I'm going to be showing pretty much just elements of the HUD and the mini-map, the kill streaks, just going over the little HUD elements in the game. And I'm also going to be going over the cal signs. There have been rumors going around that the custom cal signs are going to come back, or they're not going to come back, and I'm just kind of trying to settle the case here. If you made it this far, I salute you, and I hope you stay for the rest of it. So this just looks like the standard minimap, nothing too special. They just seem to have put a blue hue behind it, but other than that, it's just like all the previous ones. So this first HUD I'm going to go over has some pretty cool kill streaks. It has the Harrier or Precision Airstrike, I can't really tell from the picture. It has the Quad Rotor or the Dragonfire, whichever you prefer to call it, and the Attack Helicopter. The gun that is actually being used is the M8A1 with Select Fire. So now you're going to be able to choose if you want full auto, semi-auto, or burst fire, and in this case he's using a burst fire. And if we go off to the left over here, you can see actually this team score and your team logo. So this next HUD we're going to look at has the Precision Airstriker Harrier again. What appears to be a Pavlo. It looks more heavy duty than the Attack Helicopter in the previous one, and also a satellite, which I perceive to be like a Blackbird from Black Ops 2. He's actually using the PDW 57 MMS full auto with 50 shots in a magazine with 150 rounds of ammunition. In this HUD, we find out that the Sonic killstreak from earlier is called the Guardian, and whenever someone is in it and you kill them, it'll come up with that Guardian suppress thing. The killstreaks in this class is one, the Guardian, and then one of those two has to be that that big robot that you get to control and just mow people down with. I can't really decipher the two. The second one almost looks like a dinosaur, but yeah, I can't really tell what these two are. And the gun he's using is a light machine gun, the LSAT with a hybrid scope. This set of kill streaks was actually pretty tricky. The first one ends up being a automatic grenade launcher. T. Martin found this one out. The second is a Pavlo, and the third is that satellite Blackbird thing. So the gun in this is the Chicom CQB, if I'm pronouncing that right. I have no idea. These are all made up guns, but yeah, it's customized and is also using that burst fire option. So when I first saw this, I didn't really make too much of it. It's a little recording thing down in the bottom, and when I first saw it, I figured it was just a timer, so when it reached 0 it would blow up, but it's actually going up, as I'll show you right here. So there it was. The timer is actually going up. So Woody's gamertag was one who brought forth an idea, and it was that Black Ops had an issue in theater mode where it could not record kill streaks right, controllable kill streaks, and he thinks that this is actually a hint that they fixed it, and I mean, that could be right. In this HUD, the kill streaks are actually the spy plane, what seems to be the Valkyrie rocket, and the automatic noob tuber. The gun is called the AN-94 and it's customized. It's fully auto. There's only 10 shots in it right now. I'm not sure if that's normal or not, but I guess we'll see. So again, we find ourselves in this tunnel vision wall hacking site, or whatever you want to call it. But I want you to look up in the top left corner. There's these purple little reticles up there, and there's only 3 of them, and there's 3 shown downrange. This almost makes me think that you can only see 3 at a time instead of the 6 on the normal team. So here we're back in the AGR, the controllable kill streak that basically is just like a big SUV looking robot. And if you look in the bottom left, there are these 3 tickers there. And I think those are either noob tubes or missiles that you can shoot off. It didn't shoot off any in the actual clip, and they didn't go down. So in this HUD, it is all high kill streaks. The first one is the EMP, the second one I'll wait for next clip to tell you what it is, and the third one is that bird kamikaze drone thing that we saw earlier in the clip. The gun he's using is the Raging Judge, or Jodge, I can't really read it, and it's semi-auto because it's a revolver. So this gun is the DSR, possibly a son of the MSR from Modern Warfare 3, and the kill streaks are the automatic noob tuber, what appears to be an advanced UAV, but it could be an airstrike, and dogs. Yep, dogs are coming back. Yep, those lovable furry creatures that we always loved to get, but always hated to be killed by. They're coming back for another round, and I'm actually really happy. I really like the dogs. They're one of my favorite kill streaks in Call of Duty history. They're just really fun to get. So these kill streaks were actually the hardest to identify because they just didn't come out that well in this. But the first one definitely looks like a sentry gun, while the second could possibly be the AGR or whatever it's called, the SUV robot. And the third one seems to be an attack helicopter. The gun he's using is an M1216. It's an automatic shotgun and it looks just completely badass. So in this upcoming bit, I'm going to be showing you the cal signs of everyone who died in this, and mainly I'm just trying to put to rest or promote the idea that there could be customized cal signs again in Black Ops 2. So here we go. Here's all of the cal signs from the dead people.
Life in the sky, straight booking flights. Yeah, and I think I just freaking might choose this life, cause I don't like to sleep at night. I'd rather kick it or just party, bruh. Escape from the real chronicles of Narnia. Girl, you can come too, so let's bounce, babe. Anywhere we wanna go, don't that sound great? How about around 8? I got an SUV, so your friends can come too. I got extra seats. I just love this. Catch me grinning cheese face out in public. And trust me, I ain't gonna stop, cause I'm coming out loud like a gunshot. I'm coming out loud, baby, can you hear that? Guitar rocking with this rap, I know you feel that. Sit back, relax, and just chill back and let the beat bang.
So as you could see, there were a lot of duplicates in there. There were, it seemed like there was only 4 actual cal signs in there, which makes me think that there's not going to be customized ones. They kind of look customized, but different players have the same cal signs, and either that's a really weird coincidence, they did that on purpose to mislead people, or there just simply isn't going to be customized cal signs. And I'm kind of torn on it. I like the customized ones, but then again, I didn't like looking at dicks on pretty much every single cal sign. So if you guys actually made it to the end, you guys are troopers. I love you, and really the only people I could think of who would watch this entire thing is Jacob, Jesse, Jared, or Sung. I don't even know if you guys made it all the way, but if anyone did make it, I hope I earned your like. I hope I earned a comment, sub, whatever. I worked really hard on it. I mean, I spent 2 days on it. So whatever you want to do is fine. Just thanks for watching all the way through, and Just stay fancy, guys.
Because my head is overflowing with rhymes. Maybe because this beat bumping's how I get high. Maybe because my life lives up in these lines. This music, it is my escape from these stresses, bringing me down like a heavy weight. But make no mistake, I'll make raps for the love. They just happen to be addictive like a drug. I feel a rush come every time. From the hi-hat to the bass line. Sounds grip your emotions and then set them free. Feeling alright as long as I got the beat. You got that, you got this, I got this